Happy screen time and thank you for subscribing for daily Pokemon Sleep Rotom-Foolery. Or should I say happy Halloween time? We befriended 7 Pokemon this past week and thank goodness we did it again, back to our good old ways of 100 sleep points in the night. My kids are gone with family and I am waiting on having one more mouth to feed, which now has a schedule of between now and Thursday. Sorry for those of you who thought, oh, today must be the day. He didn't post a video. Gotcha, I guess. I wasn't trying to get you, but I put the trick in Trick or Treat. Can you believe the game had the gall to just give me 15 diamonds after all that work we had to do yesterday? Hold on, I'm getting a phone call. Oh yes, we are doing nice work. Thank you, Professor. Woohoo, we achieved our goal. We're at 65%. Has anyone else figured out where these Snorlax go? Do you think Neroli swoops in, grabs a Snorlax, and then just takes all of its strength away for himself? Is he turning into some sort of evil Snorlax-powered professor of sleep? I guess this is the spooky, scary week to find out. We did a great job on our sleep consistency this week, and we got those 6 Handy Candy S. I'm happy to see those, and I always feel like a failure when I don't get those 6 candies. Let's take our research right back to Greengrass Isle, but not before we download some new music. 6 megabytes of awesomeness. Imagine if I had to do commentary on that loading bar. Look at that pumpkin. His name is Snorlax. And look at all those other pumpkins. Alright, let's see. We got Blueberry, Lumberry, and Pomtrayberry with desserts and drinks. Well, that's a problem. I happen to know that we don't have a great Butterfree to be using right now. And I do have a BFS Dodrio, but the real problem is desserts and honey. I mean desserts and drinks, but yeah, the problem is honey. And if I was one more day into that stamp card, I might have reconsidered this. And let me be clear, I am not doing this because I want a particular different berries or a particular dish type. I'm doing this because I realized, oh, I didn't buy an easy travel ticket yet this month, so I've got one to spare. And hopefully I don't get desserts and drinks again. And best case scenario, I get some different berries, but I'm not looking for anything specific other than this morning I just was like, I do not want to do desserts again. Alright, we've changed to persimmon and citrus berries and curries and stews. That's going to allow us to get a much better start on the week. So here's what's going on for real. Last night, I looked at the calendar and I said, hey, my birthday is coming up soon. I think I'm going to go ahead and buy myself this trial bundle, which is a set of diamonds along with 10 Pokebiscuits and a good camp ticket. As I looked at the event calendar through the end of the year, which again is unofficial but we predicted in a previous video, and that I feel pretty good about, I thought, well, I'm probably not going to use a good camp ticket for the Eevee event, and I'll have 2 more good camp tickets coming in late November and December. And I can't imagine that any of the in-betweener events there is going to be worth a good camp ticket. So, whether it's a ghost spawn or not that's extra, let's just use the week to stack up on some extra candies. I kind of justified it in my head like, if I'm willing to use some incenses, why can I never say that word? If I'm willing to use some incenses, bleh, then why not also go ahead and get an extra random incense, which is how I happen to think about the good camp ticket. Best case scenario, it's Bulbasaur, maybe Larvitar. There's plenty I could be using here that are going to spawn on Greengrass Isle. On Saturday, we'll have to do a recap on what we got and see if it was really worth it for that extra candy or not. Oh, and I couldn't forget to go ahead and buy that easy travel ticket. And then I thought on a whim, you know, since I just got those extra Pokebiscuits from the trial bundle, let's go ahead and blow our sleep points on Handy Candy. It is almost Halloween after all, so there's nothing else we need in the store at this point. Hopefully nothing too exciting shows up before Halloween that we would want some great biscuits for. I just love the glow effect of the pumpkins, how they stay illuminated while the screen gets dark. People always talking about waving to Snorlax. Do you wave to Snorlax only on the end of the week, at the end of every night, or do you people be waving all the time? Snorlax waves a lot in this game. Alright, now that we've cleared the shop, the next priority on the list is to set up our team for the week. Sorry, grind team. And we're going to use this spot to see what the game recommends we use, which we will note is none of Snorlax's favorite berries. I don't have an invested Raticate or Onyx, so let's get to our starting lineup. From the University of Oregon, at a height that I haven't written down, it's Hanabi. Don't go anywhere without her. Every team needs a healer. It's Wigglybird. Good camp ticket means a bigger pot, and a bigger pot means we need ingredients. Let's hear it for Slurpee the Vaporeon. Wow, sorry, I would have thought of something else to say. I didn't know it would be that long. And the hometown hero, he's probably not going to get much playing time, but because we like to honor our friends, here is our best berry finding favorite berry Pokemon. It's Cube! And how dare we have a ghost week with no ghost Pokemon? We need to put one on the starting lineup. The coach is looking at the bench. He looks like he's made a decision. No, he's still considering. No, he hasn't decided. But there's only one clear choice here. It obviously has to be Archibald! The it's Fuecoco, Crocolore, and Skeledirge. Not gonna lie, before the first anniversary event, I had no idea what these Pokemon's names were. Alright, well that's our starting lineup, and Ditto and Skeledirge are probably not going to make it very long, because our main priority this week is to be grinding ingredients. I mean dishes, you don't grind ingredients. Okay, I guess you grind ingredients so that you can grind dishes. Oh yeah, we're already set for the Inferno, Corn, Keema, Curry. Now I am more concerned with grinding the lower dishes and their levels, but I want to get off to a good start on the week, so if I can, I'm gonna try to make that top Inferno curry for all 3 meals today, and then I'll probably make some ninja curries tomorrow, and then once we're already above master 6, 7 or something, we'll start grinding those other dishes. But the main reason to do the big dishes early in the week is to just maximize the dream shards we get and the number of spawns. Alright, and before anyone has even procced, we are subbing in for bean sausage, and it looks like we're gonna need some ginger later today as well, and while we could bring out a ginger ingredient specialist, we're gonna go for some berry strength, and air fryer has helping bonus, which means Hanabi is gonna go a little faster. Alright, that feels right. Let's get these guys some breakfast. I mean, Snorlax, of course, you're the one who I want to make sure gets the most breakfast. I'm definitely not thinking about the energy of my team. Your strength is the thing that I worry about. It's not. I pretty much never look at Snorlax strength anymore, it feels like. And especially when we're on Greengrass Isle, like, the strength just comes so easily, right? Alright, look at that strategy. Look how well we're planning this meal. It's so delicious. I think of all of the dishes in the game, this is actually the one that I'd be most interested in eating. Don't tell Neroli. But I never seem to make enough for myself. Now, part of what I want to understand here is how much strength I can be expecting from this today. So about 72k. That's gonna be great. Let me do some maths in my head. 72k times 3 is 127k? Oh my gosh, this is why I use a calculator. It's 216k. If you came here for math, you're in the wrong place. It would be cool if we had some more Snorlax animations for when it levels up like this. Like, it would be cool if it stood up for a second and then flexed and then just pounded back onto the ground and the whole screen shook around. Like, it just grew 2 sizes. And it is now disproportionate to the entire screen. And we've got rewards rolling in. Oh sweet, we get a Pikachu Halloween incense and a Mimikyu incense, as well as some dream shard dust that for some reason is just sitting on the ground, but we can't pick it up unless Snorlax is strong enough. How does that work? Does that just fall off of Snorlax as he levels up? Is that what all the lights are about and stuff? Alright, now everything's proportionate again. And there's a present. I have not looked up what this is actually. Oh sweet, another Mimikyu incense. Now, for those of you who are really serious about Mimikyu, I've got a real tip right here. I've said it before, but use the Mimikyu incense on Halloween and on the last day of the event. Get extra Mimikyu candies. And many of you are like, didn't you just tell us that, iBenBrown? And yes, I did, but apparently, according to YouTube analytics, still more than half of the people who are watching this channel are not subscribed. So, a special thanks to those of you who knew that today was going to be session 455, who had a pretty good idea that I was going to be at 100 sleep points. And look at the sleep I'm losing over people who haven't subscribed yet. I'm getting dozing sleep over here. And to you who have subscribed, seriously, thank you. 200 million. I wish I knew if that was great. I wish I knew if that meant we could get something awesome. Instead, I just know it means that it's really high, and that high means good. We've gotten a top-belly Chikorita who, pose. Now that is how you take a picture, Chikorita. Oh my gosh. And we saw a Banette on the screen, and it's not even Halloween yet. We've got more evolved Pokemon, Meowscarada, Butterfree, Primate, as well as Bellsprout, another Chikorita, and a Gulpin. Oh, and look who's hungry today. Oh wait, that's just a new sleep style. That definitely faked me out this morning. Ah yes, this is Vine's Outsleep, directed by Rian Johnson. People say he ruined Star Wars, but then they let him keep making movies, including this one starring Daniel Craig, the Venusaur. Venusaur's eyes are so circly. Okay, why does it always just interrupt me when I'm trying to make a point? This keeps happening when I try to call something out. Oh, he is hungry. Haha, duh, I already knew that. And we got Hungry Bellsprout, and we got Hungry Gulpin. Oh yeah, and I guess Hungry Gulpin is because we have a good camp ticket running. Now, you probably know the trick about using your good camp ticket the night before the week that you want to start using it. So as long as we start the sleep session next Sunday before 10:48, we will get that extra day's spawn, and we'll probably start it at 10:20 like we usually do. But I always stay up a little later when I use the good camp ticket just to give myself that grace. As you can see, we are going all in on a Venusaur, and I'm looking for a potato farmer still as a short-term option while we invest in the long-term Meowscarada, so happy to go for Bellsprout. Honestly, I should be hunting Bellsprout a lot because I need a tomato farmer too. So something that I didn't realize until last night is that you could wait to cook dinner until you've started your good camp ticket as well. So that's what I did, and it also got extra tasty. So I had a super meal at the end of the night. That Snorlax we said goodbye to this morning was probably feeling like all bloaty and stuff. It ate a giant meal right before bed, which I'm pretty sure there's got to be a tip about. And I went ahead and fed a Gulpin the biscuit as well. Might as well turn every Poke Biscuit we have into a great biscuit while we can. And now that we've made some serious strides, let's send some candy to our friends. Probably Chikorita or Meowscarada is a good play here, but in case there are people like me out there who have botched their Venusaur situation and they need the Bulbasaur candy, here you go, people. Venusaur, please come back and give us 24 candies this week sometime. That double candy event is going to be good. Alright, another 20k Dream Shards. I feel good about that too. But the bad news is, we didn't catch anything. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah. Hey, but we got some kind of award. 180 bug Pokemon studied. Alright, so let's go ahead and review this energy pillow that we just got. Alright, it's in our bag. We gotta go over to it. Aha, here it is. Alright, this is gonna heal 50 energy. It has inventory up S, skill trigger M. I guess if we say that ingredient magnet is just like having extra ingredient tickets, then this is just energizing cheer on demand. How does an energy pillow restore 50 energy? Do you like hit a Pokemon over the head with it? Sorry we didn't catch anything today. Let's do this again sometime. Happy researching.